Hello! Welcome to 3D World. I don't exactly remember why I didn't play this earlier, but here we are. I thought of doing something nice and relaxing for once. Hence, here we are. We have a friend, sort of. Like, you know any of them personally. He's not even voiced by Chris Pratt. And here we see a clear pipe. What's this? Well, they are plumbers. And what's happening? Oh, a bunch of items popped out. How cool. And look, there's a little fairy. Well, stop. What's the issue? I see, the bastard has broken out again. Uh-oh. Maybe move out of the way. No. Hello, Bazit. Fancy seeing you again. They reused that voice line from the boss battle. Oh, they reused it. Interesting. Well, the princess goes in. Luigi, slightly, reconsiders. But here they come. And here we pop out. Oh no, she's over there. Oh no, we have to hurry up. But wait a minute. How do we get over this? Oh, well, you're telling me there's a level? Yeah. So how far have I gotten in this game? Quite far, like years ago, I guess. And then I played through World 1 twice. And then I was like, fuck it, let's, do this. So yeah, I assume we'll get quite far in episode 1. Because, I mean, yeah. Now, this has some things which I'm very thankful that it does have. Such as, the power-up bank. I'm very thankful it has that, because it just allows for some more bullshittery than what you may usually expect. It is my pet, well, it's not a pet theory, is it? A lot of the ideas in, so basically, okay, Super Mario 3D World is in some ways sort of the engine in it, right? Some of the movement, some of the mechanics, with the way Mario behaves, they feel like they were lifted straight out of Odyssey, but because this game came out first, that obviously begs the question of, so this game is what, this game is what they use as a basis for Odyssey. And we don't actually know this. My pet theory is that Bowser's Fury, yes, the tech demo, was what was originally going to be, it's sort of like its own tech demo for, Odyssey. Because they reuse the engine, but they also, like, make things run in a way that's clearly, like, styled after Odyssey. And also, like, you can see here, with, like, the way the coins are done, and some other minor stuff. It just feels kind of like Odyssey, if that makes sense. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna be doing a 100% thing or not. I'll see. And there we go again. Oops.
Let's go.
Can't exit out of it, can I? What I do find interesting is, yeah. So this game has this annoying 4-player thing.
Let's go.
And I understand if any Mario game was designed with, like, 4 players in mind, this is the most 4-player one of them all, right? But still, they could have at least, you know, made it so I could say, yeah, I'm playing it in 1-player mode. Can you please, like, not ask me every single time, oh, is there anybody else who's gonna join? I know there's only one controller connected to the console, but what about the other players? You know, it's just annoying. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. And I also feel like it's kind of another situation of innovations coming out of limitations where. So for instance, what do I mean? Well, as you can probably imagine, the reason why this game was built around only having 8-way movement was because it was originally a Wii U game, and they wanted you to play with the Play Wiimote. Now, what this means is that some players are only gonna have access to a few buttons, which then means, by extension, and also, like, they wanted to make it be playable in Wiimote-only mode and not Wiimote plus Nunchuck mode. Oh, which obviously means, like, you know, we have to make some changes, and one of those changes is, you know, that. Hold on a second. Is there? I bet you there's another layer. Yes, there is! And basically, yeah, like, we have 8-way movement. But the 8-way movement ensures... Ah, shit. There can only be 2 of them active at once, sadly. But yeah, what the 8-way movement ensures is that basically, if it ain't obvious already, it basically limits Mario's movement in a way where level design can be more predictable and more, I guess, tight. Because you can probably imagine, you know, if Mario had proper 360-degree movement, it'd be a lot harder to control in some of the sections. But thanks to a more passive camera, this is basically, you know, how he controls now. And it took me a while, but I was thinking, right? So, one interesting thing we know from the development of, like, Mario 64, we're talking, like, the early planning stages, right? One of the ideas which they had was to make it isometric, which isometric Mario 64 does kind of sound like, not the smartest idea, but it was an idea. However, it's the question of, if they went the, like, CD route, or whatever, or, I don't know what they could have really done. Like, the biggest cartridge was 12 megabyte, Mario 64 was only 8, maybe they could have reused a bunch of assets. But the original idea was to have a sort of isometric 3D game. And it makes me wonder, were the 3D Land and then later, especially 3D World games, closer to the original concept of Mario 64 than what we got today? Because you gotta think about it like that, you know? It's an interesting question. Yeah, this is kind of a bit of a pushover when we have, yeah. Also, yeah, the Switch version is also nice because I think it removed some of the more painful 100% requirements, and it also, it made it so you run faster. which does make some of the stages a little bit janky, but and also for some reason, yeah, you can replay the. Okay, one thing which I really do appreciate that they did was they ensured the game was going to be, you know, just a lot more accessible. I think this game outsold the Wii U on Switch, which for a game which already sold on the Wii U, and sold quite well, mind you, it's a pretty good achievement. And again, this is like the question of, oh, what if, you know, oh, this isn't really a Switch game. It was originally on the Wii U. Because I see people talk about this when they talk about, like, somebody will say, oh, the Switch was such a good year, you know? Sorry, the Switch was such a good generation overall for, like, Nintendo games. And then somebody would be like, well, how many of them? How many of these Nintendo games were, in fact, just ports of the Wii U? But then I would have to ask, do you know how many people would have never, ever, ever played a lot of these games if they were only in Wii U? I mean, look, I'm just really happy that even the niche stuff, like Xenoblade X, got ported. And, although you know, that's obviously nice. I do think it's kind of a shame that a game like Paper Mario Color Splash will probably never get a port. Because it just kind of... You need, like, a decent chunk of dev time to change all the puzzles to work, like, with some kind of, you know, gyro pointer thing. You could do it. I don't even think it'd be that hard. It definitely wouldn't take away that much from the gameplay. But it's just like, Nintendo doesn't see really a reason to do that, since, you know, fucking, why would you port that? The only Paper Mario game that's really ever seen a port was, TTYD, and that's, like, you know, generally accepted as one of the best, if not the best, Paper Mario games. Origami King I haven't played, but I've heard it's also, like, really good. And, yeah. I know, like, it's kind of funny because Super is an extremely divisive game. And, it's, the only game which even comes slightly close to justifying Miyamoto's hatred of, like, plot in games, purely because it's a lot of story, but not a lot of plot. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Like, there's a lot of plot there, a lot of stuff happens, but not a lot of value happens. Like, you talk to the gamer lizard, but who gives a shit? He's the fucking gamer lizard. Like, come on. The glizzard. No, I don't wanna fucking play with friends. I wanna play alone. Plessie's Plunging Falls. Now this is a stupid level, because... Shut up. Because you have to beat it twice. Out of curiosity, is there options? Yes, okay. Nope. What a shame. I was hoping I could maybe tell it, like, hello, turn off the tutorials. But oh well. This is an annoying level because you can't get everything in one go. Actually, you can. It just revolves... Oh, whatever. We missed one. It just involves you dying. Because another thing, which I think is exclusive to the Switch port, is if you get a green star and die, you don't have to get it again. Which is convenient if you know, trying to get them. But anyway, look, there's on the right. Look. Oh, whoa, we're going through a waterfall. Yeah, this is the issue. You can't go back there. What a shame. We'll one away. So, I didn't jump at the end. Okay, whatever. We're doing the level twice? Sure, why not? We're only 15 minutes in. It's fine. I'll make the episode as long as it needs to be. Okay. I always have the urge to hit R, because simultaneously with this, I'm playing NSMBU Deluxe. And, so what I was doing is I was hitting R1. Or I guess just R on... I was hitting, you know, that button. Because that's what you use to twirl in that game. But in this game, it brings up the pointer. That's annoying.
Let's go.
Okay, please. Okay, it doesn't. Because if I don't jump, I don't go very far. But if I jump, oops, I do. What's in here? Oh, a booster. And this is another time that Nintendo remade the slider theme for Mario 64. I do kind of find it funny how, way less Mario tracks have, like, that memorability of, like, some tracks in other games. If there's one that I would have to say, especially from this game, that is just memorable, it's the World 8 theme. You know the World 8 theme, right? It's, that one. Don't look it up if you don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't look it up because, you will spoil yourself. I do have to say, I guess saying World 8 already spoils it, but yeah, I have to say the reveal. Like, the way this game pulls the rug out from under you is really funny. It only works the first time, though, but you're like, oh. Oh. It's so good. Anyways, yeah, we have one more star. Lucky 13. Do we gamble? Good. Okay, we have to line it up. We got it! You have to line it up with the beats in the song. And then you get it every time, babe. Well, unless you mess it up. Hashtag not real gambling. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, time to do this. Also, Captain Toad is really funny, because it was the little side mode that was so much fun. Nintendo was like, wait a minute, let's turn it into a full game. Oops, go down. One issue of the catsuit is that it's a little bit hard to just get off of something without also jumping. Okay. Also, I saw a recent video from Scott the Waz, which gave me some really important thing that I should remember. The bees in this game have their eyes on their ass. Because if you remember, a bee's stinger is usually on its butt. But, here it's on the face. So, that either means that, the face is on the wrong side or the stinger. And, head-ass bees. Shit. Yes! But I don't want the power. Head-ass bees do sound funny. Okay, I remember where it's here. I remember where it is in this one. What's here? Nothing? Yeah. Okay, climb up. Whew. Okay. So what I have to do is this. Then, yeah. Okay. I should not be doing dumb stuff when I can just, you know, do this and then when you calmly wait, and then, yeah. One thing which I've been bad at in every single Mario game I've played is the fucking throw jump. Like, doing this, I've always been... I don't think when I played Super Mario 64 DS, the 150 style thing, I don't think I got it a single time. Thankfully, you don't really have to punch much in Mario 64, especially 64 DS. You basically only use it a few times to, like, break the blocks with Wario, or as Yoshi, to stick out that tongue of his, but, yeah. Look, there's Rosalina. Hello, Toad. World 1 Toad. Captain Toad goes forth. Now, this is one of those games where I really wish Nintendo allowed me to, to rotate with the shoulder buttons. The reason why is because, you can probably imagine, I liked running in this game. However, if I use my thumb to run, how am I gonna rotate the right stick? Once more, From Software's PS1 controls were truly above and beyond the rest. Excluding the developers who had true dual analog, that was obviously, you know, a little bit better. For those who don't know, in From Software games, you have tank controls, you strafe with the shoulders, and you look up and down with the triggers. And that may sound ludicrous, that may sound insane, that may sound deranged, that may sound, a little bit brain damaging, but believe me, believe yours truly, me, it works really well. Granted, standard dual analog would probably be a little bit better, but, you know. Yeah, it would be.
It's about time.
Yeah, I'm kinda absolutely tearing through the first world. I am sort of surprised, honestly. Thought I'd die more. Maybe I'm gonna jinx it for this one. Well, that's more exciting for you, isn't it? Shit, okay, we got it. Okay, gimme the star. It's not like we haven't come close, by the way, yeah, it's not like I was gonna say we haven't come close to it. Also, I know I'm getting all the star coins now, the star coins, green stars now, and all the things. And I would like to keep it that way, but some of the future ones are really well hidden. And like, I only remember the ones in World 1, because these ones are easy. World 2 onwards, I have to like, start like, pulling straws and guessing, you know? Hey, we did it. This is a really fun section where you punch over there, and then you have to sort of maneuver between them. And now, it's time to fight the internet browser boss. Browser. Where is he? He's here in his badass Bowser car. Is this Bowser scaled up compared to the normal Bowser? Or is the Mario Kart Bowser scaled down? Well, surely he's not gonna toss another grenade at me after I just ping-ponged it back at him. Bowser, what's wrong with you? You're not supposed to do that. If I lose my power-up, this is a lot harder. But with the power-up, it is kind of a joke. Guys, me after Taco Bell. Am I hip with the young? I'm saying this. The joke is over a decade old. If I remember correctly, from what some guy from America explained to me, Taco Bell used to be able to make food for really cheap because they got subsidies because they were making prison food, which that explains a lot of in response to the reference to food quality. But yeah, ta-da! Course clear. That was how many courses in that meal? I'm gonna shut up. Okay. Did we really beat only 4 levels? Yeah, we did. No, we did 5? Yeah, we did 5. I guess 6. Yeah, because we also beat this. And also this. Okay, whatever. Come on! Nice. How many you got there? Of course, whiteout. Oh, wow. There we go. And we can continue by going into here, making our way here. Oh, wow. And it's another princess. What do we do, Mario? Well, I'll tell you what we do. We do it next time in paper in 3D World. See you then, goodbye.